Here, we'll just get it up onto the truck and we'll reposition.
Oh yeah.
Put it down. Okay,
You guys get back there?
Yeah. And then you can lift up here too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, set it down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hold on. It's not going to be able to slide. So. Okay, hold on. We got to lift the front up. Oh, okay. Hold on, hold on. Come this way.
Yeah, can I help instead of film now?
Yes. It is brisk out this morning. Man, it's like 30 degrees and the wind's blowing. Hopefully the wind doesn't get you there. But yeah, we're out here because the camper is finally done and on the truck. As you guys saw, we got it on there last night. The wife had to stop recording and help us get it up there, but it's on and it's done. There's only a couple small little details like wiring up the third brake light and some other little things to tackle, but other than that, it's finally done. This has been a 10-week journey since I started it about mid-October, and frankly, I thought it was going to take me a lot longer. I thought it was going to be one of those projects that I kind of worked on over like the next 6 months here and there in my free time and on the weekends, but as I got started, I kind of became consumed with getting it done and wrapping up the build because it was just taking up space and it was taking up mental energy just thinking about it. The sewing portion was the hardest part, and that's what kind of took me, I feel like, it didn't take me the longest, but it took me a long time, and that's kind of why I didn't film a lot of the last portions, because I was just putting in a ton of hours before and after work and just trying to get the sewing part done, and plus all the sewing looks the same anyways. So yeah, I guess without further ado, why don't we take a look. So yeah, this is it. Wind noise probably gonna get me, but we can see it's all opened up. Windows are open. Tons and tons of space. A big reason why I wanted to build this was so I had side access, because this just makes a truck bed so much more usable when you have a rooftop tent on the top of it or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna buy 2 more of these clamps. It's pretty sturdy on there right now, but I think just having 2 more in the middle will be some nice peace of mind. So we step on up on the inside, got the side windows open. This is a nice X-Ped Mega Mat mattress in here. The views out of these windows are awesome. The back one's closed right now. But yeah, another thing that I did, kind of modified Ripcord's build plan, is I put this raising floor in here. So I just got to figure out what I'm going to use to kind of hold this up. But now that it's open, now we have massive standing sitting room, a place to hunker down out of the weather, which I'm super pumped about this portion of it. And the mattress just kind of folds up and folds away. Fucking great views. But yeah, super pumped on this. Just some last minute details to kind of sort out on that portion, but nothing that'll stop us from using it. The canvas is like an otter tex fabric with PVC backing. It was pretty difficult to work with, but it doesn't let in any light, which is awesome. So that's it, it's done. I am super pumped to get out and start using this, figuring out what we did right, what we did wrong. I know there's gonna be a lot of little tweaks and things to add to kind of make it just right and fit my needs, but that's all part of the journey and building this thing, and I am super pumped, looking forward to getting out and using it. So let's go over why I decided to go this route, why I took on this massive project. And there's really two big drivers to why I built this. One of them is side access to the bed. So when you're out camping or traveling and you have a lot of stuff in the truck, especially with an extended cab, there's not a lot of room on the inside. So a lot of things end up going in the back of the truck, and that makes it cumbersome to get to things that may be up towards the front when you don't have side access into the bed. Which is why I didn't really like the canopy that I sold before this that you guys saw that had the roof nest on it. Another big factor is lead times and costs. This was about, even counting all the tools I had to buy, I had to buy a welder, I had to buy all of the welding gear, I had to buy sewing machine and all of the stuff to like sew properly, and some other tools along the way. So I basically had to buy all the tools to build this in the first place. Then I had to buy all the materials. So even with all of those costs, it came at around to about $4,200, and that's about $900 in tools, almost $1,000 in just tools and like grinding discs, expendables like that. And then probably around $3,300 in actual materials to complete the build, and that includes the air mattress as well, which was almost $400 of that cost. So $4,300, you're looking at probably about 40% less than something comparable you can buy off the shelf out there, and that includes like delivery fees if you're going to take delivery of it, or if you're going to make a trip to go pick it up, which is going to cost money, and then there's probably an install fee as well. And there are a lot of awesome options out there, from GFC. Super Pacific was something I was really interested in and almost pulled the trigger on, but ultimately didn't because of the cost savings and the fact that I felt I could build this myself. Lead time is a huge factor as well. A lot of these companies out there are so backed up because these are so popular that it's going to be 8 to 12 months before you get your hands on your camper, and I was just not willing to wait that long. I was super impatient. So those were kind of like the big driving factors. I like that it's sleeker, should be a little more aerodynamic. It should also be lighter. I'm curious to find that out. I think the old setup was about 360, 370 pounds. So pretty heavy for the canopy and the rooftop tent. So hopefully this comes in under that mark. It's just going to serve as a better base moving forward for our adventures, to add accessories and build stuff into the bed. Like I've got a fridge coming on Monday. So it's just going to be more convenient, especially as we start doing long-term trips, a place to shelter inside out of the weather, a little bit bigger sleeping area. All of those things kind of factor into why I decided to build this. But yeah, I am super pumped. Massive thanks to, he goes by Ripcord on Instagram. I believe his name is Jim. He has a big build thread over on Tacoma World, as well as some resources on his website, and also a big parts sheet, which helps you get all of the parts you need to build this out. massive thanks to him. There's no way I would have tackled this without those resources, because there's just so much research and time. Probably would have just wound up buying something off of the shelf eventually. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of following along on this build series. You can check out my Instagram as well. I posted kind of just story updates along the way of this build, but I've got it saved in one of my highlights, so you can kind of go back and just check along the way. Feel free to drop some questions, what else you guys want to know, what else you guys want to see. Certainly happy to answer your questions and maybe encourage more people to also take on a project like this. I think if you have the time and the tools and the will, you can also build something like this. You don't have to build it as fast as I did, but it's certainly, I think, doable, considering I had no welding experience or sewing experience before taking this project on. But yeah, it's starting to snow. I'm gonna wrap this up and get back on the road, maybe take a few pictures, throw up the drone or something like that. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. More videos to come on this for sure. Hopefully more adventures coming up soon, maybe in the snow. But it's cold. I'm gonna get inside.